nice. So let's go ahead and just try to build a map. I mean, I'm gonna put in, we'll say 30 minutes, see what kind of map I can make in 30 minutes. There are plenty of maps that I need for all my campaigns. Mostly I need ships, honestly, because everyone else in the world makes all the other maps that you could ever possibly want. But let's just pretend that we did need to make a map, and we'll just make one. So here we go. Gonna go to battle map. We'll go ahead and make it ultra 4K. We understand all that jazz. Let's see. It's gonna be digital, and we'll make it a square map, and we'll create it. Alright. So, assuming that we don't try to do anything fancy at all, and we literally just use the sticker set that they give us, and we just play with stickers, which I guess is making a map. I don't know. Let's see what we could do with it. So, first and foremost, we'll turn on the grid. We'll turn it off at the end, but we'll use the grid as a guide. I don't know if they let us turn the grid off at the end. Who really fucking knows at this point? Let's see. That looks like a pretty good size. That'd make a big old area. I know a lot of people have made taverns. I guess you can never have enough tavern maps. Alright. So that's taken care of. Now, I'm sure there's something I'm missing here with these mask effects. It's like, you've got these custom ones. They can have ripples, outer, inner, background, foreground. The foreground is thrown on top of this, and those are the only two layers that we have. And then we have the object layers. Got it. Alright. So over here in the stamp tool, it just feels so cumbersome. Like, why can't you just paint as many layers as you want over the background? Like, why use a masking, like, layer system? It's just so backwards. Okay. Let's see. Can make a jail cell. That's kind of cool. I could definitely do something with these hands. Alright, so we'll drop a bunch of these hands off. Alright, can you flip them? There we go. Okay, so we get right and left hands. That's cool. Alright, we'll do some kind of like forest of hands situations. That'll be kind of cool. Alright. I just want to be able to paint, like, I don't... okay. I don't want to have to use a mask tool. Alright, so here's the brush tool. And the brush tool also has a grid brush. Okay, okay. So maybe this is what we need. Alright, let's see. What do we got here? Alright, we'll make this like a path through the old wood. That'll work kind of cool. Alright, so we'll soften this. Alright, let's see what we got. Are there hotkeys to increase the brush size? Oh, yeah, shift. There we go. It's doing it again. I'm trying to paint, and it won't show the paint, because they got the stupid foreground background thing going on. Alright. What player is hidden. Okay. Nope, nothing's happened. Alright, there we go. What a stupid feature. Okay. So assuming that we've removed the mask, we should be able to paint on the actual map now. Alright, cool. Alright, so we've got this overgrown cobblestone trail. There we go. Kind of winds through the old wood. We've got these stone hands that are growing out of the ground. That's kind of cool. Let's go ahead and start layering on some extra colors here. Let's see. Yep, there we go. Shift. Okay. There we go. And by lowering the opacity, you can basically overlay like the paints on top of each other, and then it'll sort of blend lots of colors together and lots of textures together. Which, if in this case we're doing like a, I don't know, like a Fey forest type situation, it will create that sort of illusion of lots of different types of terrain all sort of coming together. I mean, that's the hope, at least. Alright, this brush is, or texture is way too big. That's okay though. Oh wait, we can actually scale down the texture. There we go. Yeah, that's cool. Alright. Cool. Alright, what else we got? Let's see. This is a pretty gross dirt. It's kind of cool though. And then we want to make it seem like away from the path, the forest gets like really dark. So we use this to sort of darken it up back here. There we go. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. This also kind of creates the illusion of some depth and height there as well. Like the lighter areas seem like they're higher up. Dark areas seem like they're lower down. We can also derp around with the different colors here if we wanted to. Or just leave it the way it is. So we'll turn the filter off. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Did we want to do anything else with this? Like water or anything? Does any of the water look alright when it's actually down on the map? This is kind of a cool looking water. Let's see. We'll switch to a rougher brush. And let's say there's like a small pond here. There we go. That one of the hands is coming out of. That'll look kind of cool. And because we're using opacity on the brush, we're doing a couple of different passes on it, and that's adding like the illusion of depth to it as well. So if we go in here and we get like this darker color, kind of put it towards the center, kind of implies it's a little bit darker in there. Then we can go back over it with this. But we're still kind of, by mixing it back and forth, we're still going to get that sort of darker depth That's right there. Alright. I think that's enough coloring with the paint. Now we could just stamp some stuff on here. So, the theme is set. It is... Oh, that's pretty cool. It's a bunch of hands coming out of the earth. Now we'll just put a bunch of plant life down. Let's see. This gelatinous cube is named Death Pudding. I don't even know if it's for legal reasons. Let's see. It's all the forest stuff up here towards the top. Ooh, this is kind of nice. Fall trees. Not a lot of maps with fall, like, colors. It's kind of cool. Should have probably done a fall map. Oh well. Let's see. Let's use ground cover first. Okay. And let's see, random stamp, I think just means that as I am stamping, it will just put random stamps down. There we go. So it's randomizing the size and the type that's being used. It's always a cool feature. There we go. And the cool thing about this is, since you're building it in a map program, everything's going to get flattened at the end. So it's not like you're taking a bunch of Roll20 assets and trying to do this. There we go. And it previews what's coming next. So if you are like hoping for like a certain size, you could always hold out for a smaller size to get queued up, or you just use the shift and mouse wheel, and you can, you know, make the size whatever you want it to be. Let's see. Oh, I guess we should save it, which I have no idea how to do that. Let's go here. Alright, we'll save offline backup, or do we have to just edit the details? I don't know if that actually saves it or not. Let's go ahead and do a save it offline backup anyways. Yeah, sure. I don't know why if you have a cloud service you'd be worried about having an offline backup, but... So yeah, it's a JSON file, which is kind of cool, I guess. So just when you need it, you just boot it back up, and it just tells the website exactly where you left off. Alright. Because of how Inkarnate does its layering of stuff, we definitely want to put down as much of this ground cover as we can now, because the trees are going to end up on top of this stuff. So if we don't have it down the way we want it before then, we're going to be in, it's going to be a pain in the butt. So we're going to have to put all this ground cover down the way we want it before that happens. Let's go ahead and throw some rocks in here too. So let's see. Is there a way to search it? Oh, there is. Cool. Okay, rocks. Great. That is just a perfectly round boulder. I don't even know what to do with that perfectly round boulder. It's a little too perfect. Okay. Put that there. And this guy could go here. There we go. It's a big old rock. It's that perfect rock from earlier. He's like, I am perfect, aren't I? Let's see. Yeah, I really hate that rock. It's so round. This should be okay though. We can do this, have them kind of stacking up on each other. Cool. Let's see. Put that there. That perfect rock. He really wants to be on this map. Let's see. We got big rocks. What? Wow, that is a big rock. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, that could work. And here you can see we've obviously wanted this rock to be, let's see, what is that? Control and just the arrow key to move it down a layer, huh? Okay, let's check it out. Oh, that is actually pretty cool. Okay. It's a tough decision about, like, is the plant going to be over it or is the plant going to be below it, sort of thing. Yeah, that's actually looking kind of cool. One thing we could go back on the paint layer real quick is by the edge of the water, we could put down some like gravel or sand or something. Kind of make it look like it's transitioning better from the forest to the water. There we go. There we go. Cool. All right, that's looking pretty cool. Back to stamps. And we're going to put down some flowers now. So let's see. What do we got for flowers? Those are some big ass flowers. There we go. Let's see. Oh, I don't want you in the middle of the map. And I don't think you could paint with stamps, which is a little sad. I think with the outdoor, I don't know if it's outdoor, non-battle maps, you could just literally hold down the button and like paint a mountain, but I feel like I have to click every single time to get stuff to show up here. And it's doing that layering thing where it wants to select something that's already there instead of just putting down something new. So with Inkarnate, you kind of have to dance all over the place as you go. Let's see. Stamp options. That's actually kind of cool. Color burn, lighten, screen, color dodge, darken. These are some pretty good filters, or like layer filters. I mean, not for this particular stamp, but the fact that they're available is kind of cool. Alright. There we go. And again, it doesn't want you to work in the same place too much. Starts freaking out. Oh, you want to select the thing that's already there? Cool. So you're constantly having to like move around the map and work on like all the different areas at once, which I mean is kind of annoying. Because it would be nice to just, you know, finish this one part of the map before I have to move to another part of the map. Let's see. There we go. It's actually looking pretty neat. Still super mad about not being able to make a pirate ship, though. But it's been a while since I like painted a map IRL, so that'll be kind of cool. People still do that. They still do analog maps. That Devin Rue person that makes the maps for Critical Role can like watch videos of her drawing every single mountain, no stamp tool. It's crazy. And here you can see, or maybe you can't see, I don't know. Inkarnate will make a decision on its own about how to layer assets. So it'll be like, oh, this should grow over that, and it should grow under this. And it's pretty smart after all these years, and it does make some pretty damn good decisions. But at the same time, sometimes it does not. So that's when you would go in and select the asset specifically, and then use the layer options to kind of move it up or down manually. As it is, that's looking pretty slick. Are there any mushrooms? Let's see. Oh my gosh. I didn't mean to click the mushroom automatically. Are there any other mushrooms? Giant mushrooms. Cool. Alright. Let's drop some mushrooms in here too. Oh, I didn't choose random stamp. Alright, now we should get a better variety of mushrooms. I don't know. Anytime my players see mushrooms, they freak out though. So maybe I shouldn't have too many mushrooms. They either freak out or they wanna pick all the mushrooms. Or some combination of the two. Alright. Overall, mushrooms maybe not as exciting. Let's see. What are the stamps we got? With the very limited amount of time I'm gonna give myself to finish this map. Dead logs. Sure. You gotta avoid the temptation to put a log right over the path, because that's gonna freak people out. And inevitably they're gonna think it's an ambush, or they're gonna try to move it themselves, or I don't know. But then if it's built into the map, now it's just always going to be blocking the way. So, you know, think it through, I guess. Alright. And then put a stump. Okay. I feel like this... we need to flip it. There we go. Cool. Then I'll move the mushrooms over here to this poor tree that fell down. Ah, yeah, better. There we go. Yeah, that's looking pretty cool. Alright. We'll shrink all the mushrooms down, because too many big mushrooms is going to be too scary. There we go. Alright. Another stump? Sure. And then the rest of them, we could just put down trees, and then we'll be done. Trees. Yeah, randomly stamp them babies out. We'll start with big trees along the outside. We want the big trees to create the sense of don't leave the map. That's basically what we're doing. like it's like a natural like fence. Ooh, that's really big. Because obviously they could go any direction they want, because Dungeons and Dragons, but people who have been playing games for a while and playing D&D for a while, they'll see like, oh, the trees are so dense, can't go that way. It's sort of like an unspoken mutual agreement to kind of maintain, I don't know, the illusion of gameplay. See, and that's weird. Like, why would the mushroom get placed above the tree? So I guess we'll do control down until that guy's back where... There we go. Let's put you guys together. All three of you. There we go. We need some more trees still. Are there any other trees that we could use? Because I feel like this is the same tree over and over and over again. There's like tree that is in good shape, and there's tree that's not in good shape. But they claim that there's 6 different trees. Well, these trees are really not in good shape. Oh, damn. I guess this really is our only option for now. So I don't really want to put some busted ash trees, because then they'll be worried about the busted ash trees. Alright, that's fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna have to turn off random stamp because it keeps giving me these like janked up trees, and I don't want them. It won't even let the good trees overpower the janked up trees. That's how much it favors the janked up trees, which is kind of interesting. Let's see. We'll put this big boy down. I'm just going to start deleting some janked up trees. Because there's too... There we go. Too many janked up trees. Alright, cool. Let's see. It keeps turning back on random stamp. I don't know. Again, it's in beta. I gotta start just using the programs like when they're not in beta, but I always get distracted by whatever new thing has happened or is going to happen, or just all the crap that I've already signed up to do. Alright. It's actually looking kind of cool. It's a lot of conflict back here. Like, I don't know why it wouldn't make the trees go to the front. Like, why would you have the flowers on top of the trees? There we go. So we've just got to go in and basically grab a hold of that stuff and then hold down control and then hit the up arrow. Move everything. There we go. Let's see. This back here, for example. There we go. Yeah, I saved the trees for last because I was convinced it would layer the trees above everything else, but that is not what happened. So that was a little disappointing. But I think that is actually pretty good. I've almost got all the trees above the flowers, which was the intent the whole time. I don't know if they would have preferred we did the trees first and then the flowers, and it would have been smart enough not to put the flowers over the trees. I'm not sure. But yeah, there we go. I'm gonna go back to paint, and I'm gonna go back to, I'm gonna find like a darker color, like this color, and I want to make it darker, I guess, around the fingers a bit. Sort of give the impression of shadows, or that there's more beneath the surface than what we're seeing. There we go. Can't really do too much with the one in the lake, but these will be okay. There we go. Alright. I'm going to turn the opacity way down, and I'm going to just edge the path with this darker color, I guess, to kind of really define that it's a little bit lower than everything else. It's almost too much. Like, how... Oh, there we go. We'll turn this all the way down. Alright. Yeah, there we go. So it's just adding a little bit of shading, not like drowning it in shading. There we go. I wonder if we could even use it here to make it really deep out here in the center. Yeah, that's cool. Okay. And then, same deal. We could go along the edge here where the trees are denser and use that to create more shadows being cast by the trees. And that'll kind of make all these different map assets, I think, work together a little bit better. There we go. Cool. Right, and then I'll put some shadow underneath the fallen tree. There we go. And around the stump. Same thing over here. Alright. And then we could do the reverse. We could grab like a brighter color, and we could try to lighten up the path a little bit. Let's see. Are there any bright colors? Well, I mean, there's white. It's pretty damn bright. Fallen leaves. That actually is kind of cool. Alright, let's see. I think we're too opaque for the leaves to show up, though. Let's see. Are they finally showing up? And also, what size are they showing up at? No, we definitely want them small. Let's see. That's way too big. There we go. Yeah, so maybe having some of these... Thank you. Maybe having some of these leaves here at the edge of the forest will kind of give that sense that, like, you're not all the way in the forest, like you are on a clear path. It could be kind of cool. Alright, there we go. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, what else can we use to kind of embellish this a little bit? Bones would be a little much. Bones would be a little much. They got grass. We could turn on the other colors that they're hiding from us. There you go. There's a nice bright green. We'll turn the opacity way down. And if we draw on this path, it should lighten it up a little bit. Let's see if it works. Ugh, no. Alright, what if we went almost invisible. There we go. Kind of brightens it up a little bit. Let's zoom in. Take a look around. Is there a way to steer this thing while we're looking at it? Okay. Yeah, that's looking pretty cool. If we wanted to keep the grid on, I would say we should lower the opacity on the grid just a little bit. There we go. What's the color? No, that's terrible. Oh my god. Oh, that's also terrible. Yikes. Okay. What was the default? Transparent? Oh no. Is it? Okay. Yeah, there we go. So we've taken it back a little bit. Let's lower the opacity. If we were to leave the grid on. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty cool. Not bad for like a little over 30 minutes. So, now that we're in close, we could move things around, like get these flowers off the path, kind of deal. I don't know. I like it. I guess this is just a case of, you know, understanding the limitations of the software. It's just not good for making ships yet. I think it will be eventually, but right now it's definitely not. I could have made life a little bit easier and imported some ship making assets that I had already, but I did want to try to build a map only with the stuff that was currently available, so that was part of that. But yeah, overall it's pretty cool. Okay. Yeah. It's not a party unless they're setting trees on fire, for sure. I don't even know how you explain PC druids, honestly. Fortunately, they sort of got rid of any of them pesky alignment or, I don't know, really any restrictions. There we go. Looks like we didn't darken this up, so let's do that real quick. Nice. I wish there was. I'm sure there is, but I wish I knew the hotkeys for switching back and forth between the different paint stuff. That would speed things up tremendously. There we go. Yeah, I like it. Alright, so now I gotta figure out how to actually save it, which would be good. So let's see. Go up here. I'm going to edit map details. Oh, you know what? There's a little save button in the bottom corner. Here we go. There are 800 unsaved changes. 873 unsaved changes. Yikes. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I'm actually going to use this map because there's a 100-handed god that sleeps under the earth in the Odyssey campaign, and he's always poking his hands up to the surface to feel around. So there's stone hands, you know, littering the countryside basically when you're traveling. So it'll be kind of a nice map to have. I don't need the grid though, because virtual tabletop, you know, you could just lay down whatever grid you want. But and then if you really wanted to go nuts, you could take this map into Photoshop, and then you could add post in Photoshop, so you could add, you know, better lighting and gradients and things like that if you really wanted to go all out. All right, so now we saved it for real. Let's see, how do we get it into another program? Go here and export as image. Excellent. Here we go. All right. I don't need it to be super big, so that'll be fine. That one has grid. I don't want to mess with any filters. Let's save it. Okay, your map's exported. Do you want to automatically share it on Reddit? That's good business right there. I'm going to put with grid. Save it. And then I guess it was Control P to do that export. And we'll call this one no grid. Oh shoot, I actually have to turn the grid off first. So we'll go to grid, turn the grid off. There we go. Control P. And we'll save it out. Worst of hands, no grid. Sweet. All right, I got a Odyssey game at 9 o'clock. I gotta go start actually drawing a living dragon boat map myself. So let me, you know, go get some dinner and get started on that. I'll try to share the dragon map on stream once I bring it over to Photoshop. But I'm gonna take it as far as I can analog before I mess with it digitally. But I will, of course, need to clean it up digitally. So, and hey, we got a map at the end of all this, so that's the thing. I'll post the map up on Twitter and Discord and all that jazz, so or I guess even on Reddit. So if anybody is interested in a copy of this map, I'll put it out there so you can grab a copy of it. All right, hope everybody has a good evening. If you want, come back at 9 Eastern and watch us play Odyssey. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow. I'm going to keep trying to stream at 6 o'clock-ish Eastern time. All right, later.